Good morning. I'd like to call Bruce County Council meeting to order. First item of business this morning is a roll call, and I welcome all those visiting us live streaming this morning. Donna.
Councillor Buckle. Present. Councillor Eady. Councillor Eagleson. Present. Councillor Ingalls. Councillor Jackson. Present. Councillor McKeever. Present. Councillor Smith. Present. And Warden Tulin.
Present. At this time, I'd ask anybody from council to declare pecuniary interest, either now if it arises down the agenda. See none. Confirmation of council minutes.
I have a motion moved by Councillor Eagleson and seconded by Councillor McKeever that the minutes of the August 3rd, 2017 council session be adopted as circulated.
Are there any errors, omissions, or discussions from those minutes? Seeing none, all those in favor, opposed if any, that is carried. Thank you. Communications have been circulated. No further communications this morning. Delegations, there are none this morning. Reports from staff. Are there any reports from staff this morning? Hearing none. Inquiries and announcements. We have Mr. Oswald is here, and Ron wanted to give us a brief update of the 150th celebration. So Ronald, I would ask you to come up to the podium and give us a little bit of update on how things are going.
How do you turn this thing on?
Rate that button there, sir. There you go, Ron.
Thank you. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Warden. The 150th committee has been very busy, and we're getting near the end, but it's been one of the best committees I think I have ever been involved with. A lot of meetings. This is my 49th meeting and event that I've taken since I first joined this committee. I've drove 3,500 clicks, and if I was a mayor, I'd be getting paid for this, but I'm not. But anyway, there's a lot of history in Bruce County, you know, and we had a meeting last week, and we decided, Kelly Coulter presented that we should cut our budget by $10,000, and we agreed that we would. And you know, $10,000 is a lot of money, but if you divide it by 150 years, it's $65 a year. So it's, you call it pocket change. Mm-hmm. But anyway, it's going to be a great year, and it's coming to a close. We're sorry that we're not going to be able to do the Spooky Bruce. It was just a little too complicated, and there's a lot of history there. I can remember when we were the kids at home on the farm, the three Oswald boys would be getting into trouble, and my mother would say, if you guys don't straighten up, you'll end up in Walkerton jail someday. And I remember, as if it was yesterday, I said to my mother, and she says, you won't get as good a meals as you are here in the farm. And I asked my mother, I says, what are the meals like in the Walkerton jail? And I can still hear my mother say, it's bread and water. So anyway, there's a lot of history in the jail there. And some of the local residents of Bruce County, I know a Paisley boy called Mickey, he spent some days in there, and he's still in jail. And that's what jails are for. But the committee is a hard-working committee. It's a lot more complicated than I thought it was. But I'm hoping that when an event comes to your area, you know, the local municipalities will get out and support it. It's fall fair time now, so Chesley is having a fall fair on Saturday, Paisley's having a fall fair on Sunday, and Tara is having her fall fair on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, so Aaron Elderslie is off to the fairs. But there's going to be our traveling trailer, which I would hope if you're at those fairs, we'll be at the fairs, and there's 150 years of experience and pictures in those. I even have my picture in there. I don't know how it got in there. I mentioned one day that my father and grandmother came from Scotland in 1860, and I'm the last of the Oswalds left, so and I don't know how many years I got. So anyway, Mr. Warden, that's kind of a short update, but it's been a great year in your term, and it's coming to an end, but it's been a real big success. Thank you very much. If there's any questions any of the mayors have, please to answer.
Thank you, Ronald. Is there any questions or comments for Ron? So on behalf of council, I just want to thank you very much for all your hard work and dedication, Ron. It sure hasn't gone unnoticed, and we really appreciate all the time and effort.
Thank you, Mr. Warden.
Thank you, sir. Any other inquiries or announcements? I have a couple here. We have two students that are the recipients of the Bruce County scholarships. We have Jacob Hunsberger from Kincardine, and Jacob's intending to get his master's degree in political science at Western University. And the second person is Kelsey Reitz from Formosa, and Kelsey is planning to get, she's in the final year of her Bachelor in Medical Sciences, so they are sending some letters of thank you to Bruce County Council. So we're very proud of these students, and hopefully they stay in Bruce County. So are there any further inquiries or announcements? Hearing none, minutes.
I have a motion moved by Councillor McKeever and seconded by Councillor Eagleson that the minutes of the following committees be approved. August 3rd, 2017. Corporate Services Committee, Homes Committee, Human Resources Committee, Museum Committee, Paramedic Services Committee, Planning and Development Committee, Social Services and Housing Committee. August 10th, 2017, Executive Committee, Highways Committee, Human Resources Committee, and Planning and Development Committee.
Are there any errors, omissions, or discussions from any of those minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor? Opposed, if any, that's carried. Thank you. Any notice of motions this morning, Donna? None. Other business. Is there any other business? Bylaws.
I have a motion moved by Councillor Smith and seconded by Councillor Buckle that the following bylaws be adopted. 2017-058, a bylaw to authorize the execution of a service agreement between the Corporation of the County of Bruce and Vicky's Sandbox Daycare Incorporated for childcare services. 2017-059, a bylaw to repeal bylaw numbers 4407, 4447, and 4272. 2017-060 is a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the Council of the Corporation of the County of Bruce at its meeting held the 7th day of September 2017.
Are there any discussions from any of those bylaws? Hearing none. All those in favor? Opposed, if any? That's carried. Thank you. Adjournment.
I have a motion moved by Councillor Smith and seconded by Councillor Buckle that we adjourn to meet again Thursday, October the 5th, 2017 at 9:30 a.m.
All those in favor? Opposed, if any? That's carried. Thank you.